canceled all their flights. So now they're all stuck here too. The only way out, I put a little thing, said the only way out was flight. Okay, now you can't even fly out because they canceled all their flights. Isn't that wild? The traffic, you can't get out from the traffic, can't get out from flying. What were they supposed to do? Wild stuff. What do y'all think is going to go on?
And you know what's crazy is that the things that they are doing to set up this diabolical plan is so obvious. It's like they know we're putting 2 and 2 together and making 4, but they don't care.
Stop scrolling. We got exclusive breaking news, okay? This is a photo of a donation center in Burnsville, North Carolina, okay? You can see here they had some burgers going. They were handing out water to residents who needed it. People were smiling and trying to make the best out of a bad situation. You know, how dare they? Here is a text message exchange from one of the volunteers between his wife. He says, I think we were just attacked by a helicopter. The thing flew right down onto the tent until the goddamn entire thing collapsed. Everything was destroyed. You can see the fire lights in the back there, the siren. Here's another shot of the damage of the donation site. Another shot, clearly everything is destroyed. And this is the helicopter that did it, allegedly. This is out of control.
Yeah, that's crazy. For a so-called rescue helicopter to come through and sabotage a donation camp, man, that's crazy, man. What's really going on, man? That's my thing. I don't really know, man, but if anybody got ties to that area or something, man, find out what's going on.
Y'all, FEMA is at it again. Listen to this. Hurricane Milton reaches Category 5 strength on approach to Florida, y'all. These are messages from somebody in Florida trying to leave. Bro, you have to leave. Roads and bridges are closed. Bro, they gotta usher y'all out. FEMA has closed the waterways. Laugh out loud. What? This is news. There is an evacuation order. Yeah, headed to Port St. Joe, but now FEMA has closed the roads. Bro, post about this. It's a dangerous situation. This is definitely a weird situation. Make a post on Facebook sharing this information. They have removed the local law enforcement. What? I did. Share the detail. Well, that didn't last long. It has been deleted. Look, they deleted the post of him trying to tell everybody that FEMA has closed the roads. So not only are they about to get hit with a Category 5 hurricane, FEMA has taken over and closed the roads so that they can't even evacuate. This is mass genocide, y'all. We need to share this and get this information out.
Whew, mass genocide. Why though? What are they trying to do in that area of Florida that they would have to create a mass genocide on people who do nothing but go to work and live every day?
There is absolutely enough money for FEMA and the federal family to execute on the response and recovery for Hurricane Helene and the storms that are yet to come, Hurricane Milton, which is also in focus for us. Due to the nature of hurricanes being more complex and severe, they are very, very costly. Each year we do have a number of hurricanes that cost us over $1 billion in response and relief efforts. And so that does lend itself to us working with the administration and Congress to receive more funds. And I have spent decades in law enforcement right here in North Carolina. This is my home state. And so I want to express to our viewers that I know a lie when I see it. It is absolutely untruthful that any money has been diverted from the Disaster Relief Fund and sent to the migrant program. The funding that goes to assist those migrants in that program is funding that is appropriated by Congress to the Customs and Border Patrol. And because FEMA has expertise in administering grants, we assist the department and the Border Patrol in administering those funds. They have absolutely nothing to do with the Disaster Relief Fund.
Come on, y'all. We already know that's damage control. The word is already out. Before he even made this video, the word was already out. Because why would he have to come back and combat the fact that FEMA had already said this? Why would it be a lie if somebody from FEMA said this?
And I'll try to hold my phone still. Then click on it. Press the button. Press the button. Yeah, go again. Like a full-on freezing squad. God!
What the job?
Oh, getting clear.
I don't know what that was, but it didn't look like no Star of David. Looked like that so-called UFO that's supposed to be heading our way. That's what it looked like.
Damage, and we've been laser focused on leveraging all resources available, including from the federal government. And I've been in touch with both FEMA and the president, as well as marshaling all our state agencies and working to support our local communities. And so for Kamala Harris to try to say that my sole focus on the people of Florida is somehow selfish is delusional. She has no role in this. In fact, she's been vice president for 3.5 years. I've dealt with a number of storms under this administration. She has never contributed anything to any of these efforts. And so what I think is selfish is her trying to blunder into this. No, and here's the thing. She has no role. No, she has no role in this process. I'm in contact with the President of the United States. I'm in contact with FEMA director. I'm obviously managing all our state agencies. We're supporting all our local government. And I will say this, I've had storms under both President Trump and President Biden, and I've worked well with both of them. She's the first one who's trying to politicize the storm, and she's doing that just because of her campaign. She's trying to get some type of an edge. She knows she's doing poorly, and so she's playing these political games. I don't have time for political games. I've got peoples whose lives are on the line. I've got peoples whose homes and their possessions are on the line, and we are focused 100% on that mission. I'm not worried about playing her political games. And so she is being selfish by trying to blunder into this when we're working just fine.
We're in big trouble.
Hey, y'all might be in trouble if the world ends. This guy right here, I say let's light this fucking candle. Let's burn this motherfucker to the ground. I don't know if anybody else does the same, but like I'm mentally tired. Like it seems like every month my bills just keep going up, and I'm sitting here stressing on how I'm going to pay them. I don't even have a social life anymore. I don't see my friends because I can't afford it. So I basically just work, come home, recluse in my house like a damn hermit. It's a really sad existence because every day is the goddamn same. Every morning I wake up, I get online, the country's still ran by a guy that talks to people that ain't even there. Society's trying to tell me it's okay for my son to be my daughter. Society's trying to tell me that it's okay for a grown man to date a child. I'll buy the damn gas, and I'll even help you pour it. Let's burn this motherfucker completely down.
I couldn't have said it any better.
Oh, it's not coincidence that this strange object, a couple of them, fell. And now no one can get in or out.
Falling on a quiet Franklin neighborhood? I assume you've never seen anything fall out of the sky before.
I have not. Look at this article on WLS TV. He said that piece you've got that goes with this.
That other piece, what you're looking at now, was discovered on a trail in Canton. Compared to, quote, this definitely looks consistent with being a bit of Crew 7 Dragon's trunk, sharing a map of re-entry that goes right over Canton and very close to Franklin.
And I'm assuming there's probably other parts.
Plans to reach out to the folks with the Glamping Collective and see if the two pieces match up.
I mean, I have see what it is and what it's from.
In Franklin, Justin Berger, News 13.
Yeah, I highly doubt that is the reason why what happened in North Carolina happened, because that comes from SpaceX. It's a space shuttle that they launched. I don't remember when, but obviously it failed because it came back to Earth and it just obliterated itself. So nah, I don't think so, man.
They intentionally flooded those towns in North Carolina, and you cannot convince me otherwise. People, listen, this is deeper than you think it is. Not many people know this, but North Carolina and the specific towns that got destroyed is the richest in lithium in the world. They have been trying to buy this land from these people in these towns for years, and the residents have stood on ground and said, you're not touching our land. We've worked our asses off our whole life to build this land for ourselves and our family. So what do you do if the people will not voluntarily give up their land? I'll tell you, and I think you already know. You purposely flood them out and destroy their whole entire livelihood. That way you can condemn the land unlivable and uninhabitable to the point that you can just write it off as a fucking land grab. People, it is us against the government at this point, and the normal person does not realize this. Unfortunately, you should not feel bad for thinking, oh, I need to stand up for my people. You should not feel like a freaking criminal for thinking that way. People, you are not evil. You are not a criminal for wanting to help your fellow Americans out. Fuck the government and the way they're making you feel. Listen, we have all seen the videos. They're not letting anybody in there to help. FEMA and everyone is turning people away and taking the donations and saying, we got it covered. You don't got it covered. You don't. The only thing you got covered is the inside of your fucking pockets, because that's what this country's known for, is fucking greed and getting their nose into a bunch of bullshit they have no business getting their nose in. We live in the most tyrannic fucking country in this fucking world. And it's sad, because that's not what this country is built on. Do not let the government make you feel like you are a criminal for trying to help your people out, because that is the human God thing to do. I'm not inciting a fucking riot or anything, but I'm telling you people, we need to fucking bind together and take fucking control back of our country. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I've said that a million times on this channel in the past, and I think that's probably part of the reason why they shadow banned me. But this is all alleged. It's all for entertainment. He said it. I didn't.
I was going to say something about Biden and Harris.
Yes, what were you going to say? Oh.
But I don't like the curse. Scared there'll be little ears with them.
But if you had a message for the White House and how they've handled the situation up here in North Carolina, what would your message be, Sheriff Wright?
If you're going to do the things you've been talking about doing, we just assume you stay out of the way and let the good men and women around the mountain area and the foothills take care of our own, because you're nothing more than a boat anchor.
No help. FEMA hasn't been helpful.
Wait a minute. That lady that's running for president talks about the $750. But all that money you give to Ukraine and all these other people that really want to kill us, don't want to do anything to help us, why don't you just give that money to them? That's who you want to give it to begin with.
And a lot of people have been turned down for the $750. Almost everybody I've spoken to hasn't received any of the funding, and they've been turned down for personal items.
Well, they talk about get on your phone or your computer. Do you not see what the devastation is? They don't have a phone or a computer.
There's nothing up here. There's no communication. I'm going to be posting this later. There's no way to access the internet unless you have a Starlink net. And everybody's...
Thank you, Elon Musk, by the way.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Elon Musk.
President Donald Trump, we need you.
What are the... Yes, that's a message for you, President Trump. And
it's crazy when you have to exclude your G word and take care of things yourself, because that's what it's come to. And that's what the people are going to have to do at this point. And once whatever happens in Florida, happens in Florida. If the governor doesn't do what he said he's going to do to aid those people, the people are going to have to step in. The people in the surrounding areas are going to have to step in. That's just what it is. Man, that looks like the beginning of an apocalyptic movie or something. And it's kind of crazy that it's 3 of them. It's like it's symbolic to something.
Pretty good. Five. Let me grab my phone real quick. Yeah. Well, damn.
You know, it's really crazy to me, because even though I knew about this plane and what they do, it still baffles me that that's even possible for you to fly in a hurricane, seeing as the winds go in a certain direction, do they fly in the direction of the wind?
There was an historic flood of undocumented immigrants coming across the border the first 3 years of your administration. As a matter of fact, arrivals quadrupled from the last year of President Trump. Was it a mistake to loosen the immigration policies as much as you did?
It's a long-standing problem, and solutions are at hand. And from day one, literally, we have been offering solutions.
What I was asking was it a mistake to kind of allow that flood to happen in the first place?
I think the policies that we have been proposing are about fixing a problem, not promoting a problem. Okay?
But the numbers did quadruple.
And the numbers today, because of what we have done, we have cut the flow of illegal immigration by half.
He always beat around the bush. He always beat around the bush.
Cut the flow of fentanyl by half, but we need Congress to be able to act to actually fix the problem.
And yet again, no accountability. We need Congress to do this and that, but you were in charge of the board. Oh, she's gonna dance around that question every time.
Y'all think is happening? This whole situation's getting a little bit fishy. It almost seems like they're trying to keep everyone in this area. This is me right in the middle of all of it. A few hours ago, I'm sure you've seen the traffic. Now, this is the Miami airport. Someone called in a suspicious package. Okay? They're going around here. Okay? They all missed their flights. Okay? They canceled all their flights. So now they're all stuck here too. The only way out, I put a little thing, said the only way out was flight. Okay, now you can't even fly out because they canceled all their flights. Isn't that wild? The traffic, you can't get out from the traffic, can't get out from flying. What were they supposed to do? Wild stuff. What do y'all think is going to go on?
And you know what's crazy is that the things that they are doing to set up this diabolical plan is so obvious. It's like they know we're putting 2 and 2 together and making 4, but they don't care.
If your state is in a state of emergency, the governor has declared it a state of emergency, and y'all have an evacuation order. How the fuck can it be legal to jack up prices into the thousands when people are needing to evacuate? To me, it seems like there should be planes and buses basically offering their services to get people out of harm's way. That's just like in North Carolina. People are jacking up the prices of fuel and water. Like, price gouging should be illegal. I know that all this free market shit, but do you understand how fucking low and disgusting of a fucking human being you are? Of a corporation you are? How fucking evil it is when people's lives are in danger. When people have lost everything, are on the brink of losing everything, for you to, the money that they very well need, this is when their money is the most important, and you try to fucking gouge them? Where the fuck is the IRS when you need them? Every percentage, every fucking profit that they would have made above their average set price should be taken and diverted into a relief fund for the people that's going to lose everything. These niggas are, what in the fuck? What in the fuck? What in the fuck? This can't be like this ain't a real place. This is not a real place. We don't live in a real place.
Oh, it's real. Real as it gets. It's just, when are we going to realize that it is real?
State of emergency. Everybody people are ordered to evacuate, and the very thing that can get them a fast track out of there, like, yeah, we're gonna take the price up 1,000%. It's gonna go from, come on, flying out of fucking Tampa on a goddamn Tuesday in the middle of what? Fucking October? That should be like a $150 ticket. Why am I seeing $1,100? Why? These people are fucking disgusting, bro.
to finalize your storm preparations now, enact your plan. I highly encourage you to evacuate. We are preparing, and I have the State Emergency Response Team preparing for the largest evacuation that we have seen, most likely since 2017 Hurricane Irma.
Nah, the governor look like that man is making him sick to his stomach. It's like he knows he's lying, or I don't know, man. I don't know, because at this point, man, anybody could be in on it.
But to that end, I want to go back to our basics. Evacuate if you are in an evacuation zone. If you are not in an evacuation zone and your house was built in conjunction with the Florida Building Code, which pretty much throughout the state of Florida means after 2004, you may be better just to stay in place. If you're dependent on power, you will need to evacuate. If you're dependent on a special set of circumstances, you'll need to evacuate. But if you're not one of those individuals and you're inland, not in an evacuation zone, it may be better for you to just stay in place. I urge Floridians to...
They're trying to trick us. Trying to get the hell out of Florida. They all got the pumps on, but they got fuel. Just don't want you to know it.
Nah. Don't let this be true. There's actually gas there, because my supporters been telling me that they can't even get no gas, so they can't leave. And if this is true, and y'all covering it up, that y'all do got gas, this is some bullshit. Really? Y'all done already upped the prices on plane tickets. I saw it, $2,000 to $3,000 a person. $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 a person to get the fuck out of there. Then they come to find out, you motherfuckers ain't got no gas, so you say. But then when somebody go to the gas station and they say, fuck it, let me see if you got gas in this motherfucker, and pay with their card, they can pump? Huh? Y'all some dirty motherfuckers. And let me tell you this. I'm done talking to y'all about the conspiracy theory shit because they taking us out. Truth tellers been getting unalived or incarcerated for like 2 years straight. That's a big fact. Threatened, all type of shit. I got emails in my motherfucking phone, dog. And before I let anything happen to me and mine, y'all ain't gonna hear shit from me about no more conspiracy theories, what they wanna call them. And if you wanna hear them motherfuckers, you're gonna have to go to my Patreon. My shit is about to be all comedy. And the news they report on the radio or TV and make fun of this shit. And that's that. Because this shit ain't right, dog. Signing out. Peace.
You know, it's wild. If they doing that for real, bro, this is evil at a whole nother level.
Breaking news around the world.
Donald Trump brought out Elon Musk at a rally in the same city and state where he almost lost his life. Elon Musk wore a black "Make America Great Again" hat, and he called himself Dark MAGA. And then he proceeds to talk to the audience and says, make sure you get out and make your voice known, correct? And I'm saying this as someone neutral, and I'm listening to both sides. And there was something in that speech that Elon Musk made that really caught my attention. Did you hear Elon say, this will be the last election if you don't get out and make your voice known? So I heard that, and I'm scrolling through the TikTok and the For You page, and another video comes up where this man, he's talking to AI, and they won't answer his questions directly, so he rephrases the statement and he talks to AI again. And the questions that he was asking AI was, who's going to win the election? And he went from who's going to be in office in 25. And then he said, who's going to be in office in, I think he said 2036 or something. And the same person that it said was going to be in office in 2025, it said they will also be in office in 2036. Meaning that that individual will serve over 2 terms. So could this be the last election? That makes sense. I'm out.
This ain't nothing new. Trump said it at one of his rallies before Elon even said it. Just have to listen. And I do believe that if he doesn't get in there, it might just be.
A lot of people is about to die from this Hurricane Milton. Y'all did not hear the woman on CNN tell y'all, if y'all don't evacuate, y'all are going to die. That's it. She has never seen nothing like that before in her entire life. And this is a category 5. This one seems way more different, way more destructive and diabolical than any other hurricane I've seen and witnessed and heard about. This is not a joke. People are still trying to recover from Helene. People died in that. So what will be the death toll of Milton? There's people saying on the news, I'm not leaving. You want to stay here. You are going to die. She just told you, you are going to die. You still decide to stay down there? People are going to die from Hurricane Milton, y'all. This is different. This is something we ain't never seen before. This is a warning. Prepare.
He a little harsh with it. Now, there may be some casualties if they don't get up out of there, but, you have to have faith, man. I believe that they're going to be all right. I believe most of them are going to be all right.
We're into almost $300 billion for Ukraine, and yet they're offering people $750
for immediate needs.
For the worst, but for the worst hurricane that anybody's seen. But more importantly than that is they don't have the people. They're not doing it. It's a very bad thing.
How would you do it differently?
I'd have a tremendous team of people here. They don't have any people here. The people are all, I was in North Carolina yesterday. I was in Georgia. And Georgia's different. You have a good governor. He's doing a very good job. But North Carolina is a disaster. And it was also hit very hard. But they don't have the people. And they're complaining there's no people around to help.
Well, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it here, man. We see what's going on. Not hard to see what's going on. A blind man can see what's going on. At this point, man, I don't really know what to say, man. All we can do is pray for the people in Florida, man. And I hope that, things, ease up. By the time I made this video, I checked back and Milton had actually dropped down to a category 3. I don't know how true that is. I hadn't really done a whole bunch of research. The first thing I did see was that. And I'm hoping that's true. Because if that's true, they're going to be okay. Might get some shingles and stuff torn off the houses, and they might have to, fix those things. But other than that, though, I think no lives will be lost. So that's a good thing. But if it does turn out to be worse than what I just said, all we can do is pray. I hope that, it blows over and everybody is safe. But we know that it's deeper than just what we're speaking as far as the surface level goes. I really have no words, man. This is the first time I really don't have any words. Because a lot of things that are going on around me and around us, it leaves me speechless. I just don't understand it, man. And I could rant all day, but I won't. With that being said, like I always say, do what you will with that information. And hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. Get in the description, follow all my social medias. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person.